yes. Turn this down. What's going on, man? What's going on? Crazy day today. I don't know if that was the washout. We've been waiting on a washout. I've been saying for a few days now it's not done. We finally got the RSI below 30 on ARC. And that's what we're looking at here. That means we're at extreme lows. So the only people blowing out here are forced sellers, or you're in a bad financial situation, or just fear. This is usually when you're wanting to step up to buy. Not today, but of that mindset. Unless you're in a financial, unless your buckets are wrong. Maybe you got your buckets wrong. I don't know. So what these down moves do is expose us. All the shit talking we do. All the, oh yeah, I'm a badass. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Man, if that was low, I would have bought the hell out. Well, we'll see now. Don't say that shit in the future if you don't do it. So what this does is expose your weakness and mine. Not just you, me. So I added this little camera on. If you're watching on YouTube, I added this little camera. Hey, in just a minute, I'm going to leave Instagram, man. I'm going to go to the subscription feed. That cuts down on the bots, man. Cuts down on the bots, okay? Or you can go over to YouTube and watch it free for all you cheap bastards. Oh, white people keep listening to this. See, there they go. There go the bots. They're already starting. So we're going to go over to the subscription feed where there are no bots. And it's just people that like me, which is a much cooler crowd than hecklers. So what we got going on, this is the first alarm that price has gone too low. Now, does that mean for a fact it's going to stop going down? No, but that's what it does look like when that happens. The second thing we're looking for is the MACD histogram. We want this histogram to start to tick the other way, okay? It needs to start to tick the other way. And it started today. And if you notice, the RSI went extreme today. The histogram ticked today. So we're looking for 6 things. We got 2 of them right there, okay? That's what the money flow is all about, is lining these up at just the right time, you know? So, yeah, here, let me kill the comments, man. We turn off comments. People get crazy when stock market's down. They start saying lots of crazy shit. So if you've caught any of my classes that I've done recently on the bottom, we're looking for anchor points, right? Have we gotten one yet? No. Now, if you listen to that class, what did it tell you? We don't have one. We thought we had one right here, right? We thought it was a bottom. There was the thing. But if you remember, we weren't quite extreme. We were close enough that I'm going to take a nibble at it. But now what I need is it to set up and go sideways just like it did here. Just like it did here. And that's where I'm looking to start nibbling. Now, if you pay no commissions, we were talking about this today in Discord this morning. Do it like a hedge fund, man. Buy 1 share, wait a few minutes. What's the big deal? Come back a little later, buy 2 more. Like, you don't have to run off and buy 100. You can nibble into that bitch. Let it come in. But I want this to hold, man. I want to see some sideways action. So I'm looking for this right here. All right, guys, I'm going to turn this Instagram off and go over to the subscription so we can actually look at comments like civilized people. So if you're a subscriber, come get back and you're on Instagram, just jump back on. It'll show me live, okay? Hold a second here, YouTube. I have to do that, man. The moment I went on there, dude, I'm immediately getting attacked with, I had a guy like, why are you doing it? Because, dude, there's these bots. They immediately come on there. And they start saying horrible shit, man. Then they start cursing. And what they're doing is they're trying to get people inside your live feed to start reporting you for all kind of crazy shit that's... hold on. Bitcoin crash. Isn't that crazy? Who's got time in the day for that kind of nonsense? So now change the feed to subscribers only. And now when I go live, only the people that are paying a few bucks. It's like fucking pennies. So that's all you got to do to fix bots on Instagram or YouTube or Twitter. You can have a little feature and it costs a fucking penny, or you have to put up $10 and every time you spam somebody, you get billed $10. Hello. Like that would fix it. The blockchain technology could solve this bot problem just like that. But they won't do it, man. So now look, we go from 178 people to 22, 23, and it's all people that I know. Big difference, man. Crazy. Anyway, enough of my troubles. I've been talking about, before I forget, I'm doing this little real estate project. I don't have a business anymore except stocks and teaching and doing online social and supporting the Money Flow gang. That's what I do. I've started outsourcing some of my real estate. My beach condo is completely outsourced. So I've been devoting, full time to this. So I'm doing a little real estate project with my friend Welby, Mark, and Dan. And I don't quite know what all that's going to look like, but it's for people. We're all from different walks of life. We're different, different races. We live in different areas of the country. We're different ages. We have different number of properties. Welby's done a lot of flips. I haven't done a lot of flips. Mark's done a lot of flips and a lot of wholesaling and mailing. I haven't done any of that. Mark knows how to get money when you don't need banks. I've never done that. Like, these guys do shit that I've never done. And so, like, I'm the little guy on the table. What I can bring is my commenting, my motivation, all that stuff. And what I do know, what little stuff I do know. I thought I sent that comment, sorry. Yeah, Campfire Real Estate. And obviously, if you're a stock person, it's about real estate, okay? So, and that's what that's going to be about. And I don't know how it's going to look yet. I know it's going to be a podcast. I know we're going to comment on what we see happening in the market. I'm going to try to talk a little bit about what I see in Florida right now. My shit's gone up by $100,000 in like 5 months. It's crazy. I don't understand why it's not coming down there, but in New Orleans, the prices are coming down. And in my area, the prices are coming down. So we'll see what Dan says. We live in different areas of the country. And what's cool for me is now I have an expert to talk to about wholesaling. I got a guy that knows how to mail to find houses. I got a guy that flips houses. I got a guy that used to own 200 condos. So this is now the guys I get to sit down and talk with one day a week for a couple hours. Fuck, I'm excited. Like, this is a chance for me to like level up with them. And then, a lot of them haven't done things that I've done. They don't know much about the stock market or how I take money from my real estate and put it into dividend stocks. And they say, well, they don't know when to buy. And I'm like, dude, come over here. Let me show you on this chart. So if we're tracking Home Depot, because my real estate friends know about Home Depot, right? Well, this stock's been around for a long time. Over time, this stock just goes up higher and higher and higher. Keeps raising its dividend, growing earnings, multiple expands. But every so often, it goes into a downtrend. I don't know about you, but I'm still using Home Depot about the same as that we was over here, right? And now look where we're at, way down here. So we had a $420 stock that everyone at your house knows about that's now $287. So I'm talking to my real estate friends like, hey, if you got some money, you know that you're cool. Like, you know about Home Depot more than anybody, man. Fuck, you spent $20,000 a month there. You get what I'm saying? Like, this makes total sense to me, as but what else would make sense to guys like that? What about something? Remember, I put this out on, YouTube, and this one's been doing well. I don't know if you got in this with me. This GLV, this was paying 13% yield. It's the Gulf Global Dividend and Income Fund, and I was telling everybody, hey, go read up on closed-end funds. Homework assignment. So anybody that follows me on subscription, you guys should know about closed-end funds, man. Go read about closed-end funds. They throw off money. All they do is they're money machines. So if you put $100,000 in one, they're going to pay you like $13,000 a year. You don't do anything. You just get money. So as you watch these, what you're looking for, one is for them to be below the 200. You want other people blowing out. One man's foreclosure is another man's opportunity. So if you had money and you want to get 13%, 10, 12, 13%, when the stock market's crashing, you want to go find things that pay 8, 9% normally And now they're going up to 10, 11, 12. So you're on the other side of the cash register. But in order to do that, you have to have courage. In order to do that, you have to see life differently. So if people are in a panic right now, and I got my money right, I need to be very aggressive right now. It's not just me saying that, man. Listen to this.
And a lot of people do not
Listen
know
to
how
this.
to handle this situation. In the following clip, Warren Buffett explains that you have been financially on the subject.
Tomorrow or next stocks today or tomorrow or next week or next month. I think it all depends on your circumstances, but you shouldn't buy stocks unless you expect, in my view, you expect to hold them for a very extended period and you are prepared financially and psychologically to hold them the same way you would hold a farm and never look at a quote and never...
Now, what he's saying is not trading, right? It's not trading, but it does apply in a way to trading, meaning markets don't go away, right? You're going to be a trader. You can play both ends. But right now I'm talking about opportunity. The opportunity isn't trading right now. You could be trading, no, and I'm not saying don't trade. I'm saying you have opportunities right now that you didn't have 6 months ago. There are funds now paying 8, 9, 10. You get that 10, 12% for the rest of your life, right? Home Depot's almost been cut in half, like for the rest of your life.
Never pay it. You don't need to pay attention to them. I mean, the main thing to do, and you're not going to pick the bottom, and you're not going to...
I can.
Nobody else can pick it for you.
I can.
Or anything of the sort. You've got to be prepared to, when you buy a stock, to have it go down 50%.
I hope so.
Or more.
Please.
And be comfortable with it as long as you're comfortable with the holding. And I pointed out...
I'm not comfortable, but I know it needs to be done.
I think a year, maybe 2 years ago in the annual report, well, just the one before this most recent one, I pointed out that there have been 3 times in Berkshire's history when the price of Berkshire stock went down 50%.
Oh my God, 50% for Warren Buffett. And he survived.
3 different times. Now, if you owed it on borrowed money.
But Gerald, now what did he say? If you own it on borrowed money, you're fucked.
You could have been cleaned out. There wasn't anything wrong with Berkshire when those 3 times occurred. But if you...
Wait, are you saying there may not be anything wrong with Uber right now? Yeah, Gerald, there might not be anything wrong with it. This might have been the catalyst that Uber needed to get a kick in the ass to cut back, hire right people, and try to make a profit. Maybe this is the wake-up call they fucking needed, that over the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, makes the company super profitable. Hard times build character. Are you saying that you can learn and prosper from hard times? Oh my, okay. I'm getting mad now.
If you're going to look at the...
Calm down, Gerald, calm down.
Of the stock and think that you
Calm
have
down.
to act because it's doing this or that, or somebody else tells you, well, how can you stay with that when something else is going up or anything? You've got to be in the right psychological position. And frankly, some people are not really careful. Some people are more subject to fear than others.
Are you? What about me? Kind of scared, guys. Terrified. Keeps going like this. It might start leaking in my house. Maybe my wife will leave me. Maybe my friends and people will look at me, my ego will be bruised, and my brother-in-law, I told you not to buy stocks. I told you not to buy Bitcoin. Look at you now. I told you not to buy Bitcoin. You're listening to all those dummies on the internet. It was a scam. I told you it was a scam. You ever hear that? Yeah.
It's like the virus. It strikes some people with much greater ferocity than others, and fear is something I really never felt financially, but I don't think...
Oh shit, he's not mortal. This motherfucker said he never felt it. What you feel all the time that makes you sad, he said he doesn't feel it. He's not weak like we are, us mere mortals. But by 12 years old, he had read every book in the financial library. I'm still trying to get some of you to read my book. He had read every book in the fucking library in Omaha. I'm still trying to get you to finish my course. But Gerald, I'm so busy. You don't understand. I got to hang out and spoon with my girlfriend. That much gathers more is true in every plane of existence, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. And I wasn't saying that to the subscribers. I made a promise I would never yell at subscribers. I was talking to the people on YouTube, subscribers, not these guys. That was YouTubers. I wasn't doing that to you guys. I'll never yell at you. So the Master Key says, verse 1, that much gather. I really want you to go get this. I wish everybody would on here. I wish you would. If you don't get it, could you send me a DM? Not if you did. If you just refuse to take, there's 103 people on here. There's 38 on subscribers. I'm not going to yell at them though. Okay, but you guys on YouTube, you're freebies. I'll yell at you. If you don't pay anything, I'm going to yell at you. I don't give a fuck. So listen. If you can't take the time to go print this off, it's a reflection on you, not me. This is like, you ever heard the Bible says that people entertain angels unaware? You didn't even know. Well, I'm that angel. And I'm knocking. And I'm like, hey, please, Mr. Anonymous YouTuber never clicks the like button, even though Gerald comes and spends hours a week talking. You're too fucking greedy to click a button. Those people, not you on Instagram, I promise. I'm talking to the people on YouTube. Go get this. It's free. I'm not charging anything, okay? It's free. I know it's going to be difficult, but you could pull this off today. I believe in you. Everybody on it. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to YouTubers. You guys already have it, I'm sure. Okay? Go get the book. Google it. It's probably free. Print off the first chapter. Don't read the second chapter. You're not even worthy to open the second chapter. There's nothing about you that says you should even be allowed to read chapter 2. Nothing. You've done nothing in life that says chapter 2 is available to you. This is hidden knowledge. That's why it's called the key. That's why you don't even know about it now. You're not supposed to. God didn't think you could handle it till just now. So I'm here now, and you got all this fucked up stuff going on in your life right now. Market's crashing. That makes you think negative about your wife. I shouldn't have married her anyway. Stock market's down. I don't even like that dog. I wanted to get a Rottweiler. We got that stupid poodle. Right? You know what I mean? Everything starts looking different. You're like, man, he was lazy in high school. He's still lazy. The book's called The Master Key. Now, it's very similar to The Science of Getting Rich. I'm going to write it right here. I bet you can find it for free. If you can't, it's probably cheap. The guy that wrote it's long dead, so we're not ripping him off, and I'm not charging anything. But I do believe it's going to help you. What's up, Nick? So go get the book. And we've done like 4 videos, and I can't get past verse 5. Much gathers more is true in every plane of existence, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. When stocks go below this yellow line, that is basically a bear market. Verse 1, that much gathers more is true in every plane, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. And what that's talking about is the same thing that I mentioned in the money flow, that what's in motion tends to stay in motion. It's a universal principle that the direction something's going, it tends to keep doing it until it doesn't. And you say, well, when's that going to be? I don't know. So here's what I do. I just look for a pattern of similar behavior. And to the downside, when it stops, it goes down, and then it starts to go sideways. Well, if it's in a downtrend, it'll do that, and then do it again, and then maybe do it twice, maybe 4 times. You remember in 2015, I don't know, most of you were old enough then, if your parents let you have an E-Trade account. But in 2015, oil crashed. Well, it did it again in, 2020, whatever it was. Maybe was it 19? I don't know. I lost a bunch of followers because I kept buying oil all the way down. And they were like, dude, you're an idiot. Nobody wants oil. They're not going to use it in, just nonsense, right? And we bought stage one. Now go look at oil. It's run up. Well, tech goes through that. Gold stocks go through that. And they have these winters where people hate them and they go lower. And then one day when it's way past obvious, they're ripping, right? Crypto's done it. Bitcoin's done it a bunch of times. Bitcoin was trading long before you. I know all you're negative on it right now, but long before you came along, they were trading Bitcoin, okay? About 14 years ago. And throughout this, look at the reversal today. My God. 26,000. Somebody bought it and wrote it up to 29. Are you seeing what's happening on the MACD? It's flat. Would I add here? Nah. If you did, that was an audible call. That was a good one too. You say, would you call an audible? I might. I'm waiting. I'm in no rush right now. So if you're in the money flow gang, I haven't sent out much. Why? I ain't doing much. I'm just watching. I don't see any reason to step in front of a steamroller. And I don't believe we're done going down until the fucking chart says we're done going down. That's the difference. I don't believe we're going down until the RSI goes extreme, price stops, and we start to go sideways. So until that happens, I'm just going to watch it. So like, I like Starbucks here. I think it's a great price. And look, it just keeps going down, man. Tried to break out, turned right around. So is today the bottom? I don't know. What we do is we draw our anchor point. There's our anchor point. And we wait. We need 4 days. See the patience involved here? And in the meantime, we could go read on it. We could go look. We could try to improve our courage in it, right? Shit, what if it goes to 30? What if it goes to 30? What are we going to do then? I don't know. What are you going to do? It seems hard to believe. It'd be like a 6% dividend yield. That seems a little hard to believe. He said PSA, public storage. Now this is a good one. Look at this. Nice. 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 Now imagine on this day how good you felt. You're like, I'm so smart. Look at me. I own a $420 stock. And you're like, when'd you buy it? I bought it back here on the stage 1. Remember those days? Remember back in the day? You bought it for $290. And then when it ran up here to $420, you're like, man, I love this stock. And then this happened. You got it. Do you love it still? Do we still love it? Now, what if you're the guy that bought this stage 1 and this stage 1 and this stage 1? What if you've been buying there, getting this dividend, now you're smashed, and now you're underwater. Now you're down like 20% in a stock that you were up 20, right? You got in, it ran up, you're up, nice, getting a bit, and then boom, it gets hit, comes down here. What do we do? Well, depends on what we're trying to do. If you're collecting this dividend, shit, it's a no-brainer, right? You wait for what? Stage 1, man. Start nibbling. There you go. Just showed there the master key. That's how you do it. Do it for the rest of your life. Keep those assets. When they set up right, buy some. Never have fear. Never have fear. You know how you know, not to say you won't ever have fear, but I get 2 kinds of texts, man. This is what I've learned over the last 3 years teaching investing, stocks, real estate. I get a couple kinds. I get the person who's just always seeing things like, dude, do you see how cheap blah, blah, blah is? Or what do you think about blah, blah, blah? Like the mindset is, how do I accumulate? How do I gather? How do I build out? How do I use this opportunity? How do I use this man's foreclosure as an opportunity? What should I add to? Then I get the other. Very disappointed. They're looking at the same fucking day. Like if I pull up my phone right now, I could show you texts where one person is very disappointed. They are not happy. They don't feel good. Matter of fact, they like their wife less now, or their husband, or their brother. Looking at the exact same fucking day. And the other guy's like, dude, did you see the price of, so it just broke the box. Let's call an audible. He said, what do you mean? I'm going to buy it. And I'm like, bro, there's no anchor point yet. I don't give a fuck. That's different, right? He's like, I don't care. And I'm like, dude, the RSI is 38. It just broke the box. Now, I'm not talking about selling it either, right? Like, we're not having the sell conversation. What he's having is the accumulation. He's afraid it's going to not go lower, but turn around and go higher. This guy's fear is that this stock goes up and he didn't get the absolute low. The other person's fear is that they bought it up here, right? And then it ran, then it came down, and then they tried to buy it, and then it came down. And what started as a stock that they eventually first were in that ran up and they were profitable, right? That now they're underwater 30%. And it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 7 months later. So all they've gotten for their 7 months is cost and now they're underwater. So 7 months after putting money into this stock, they are underwater by 30%. And the one guy who's owned it for 3 years, well, let's back up 3 years for a second. I want you to see something here. Let's go back 3 years. Well, let's go to a monthly chart. So 2002, that'd be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. So 3 years. Look where we're at, man. About the same price. Right? Now, what if we go back 3 more? 1, 2, 3. Now, this guy, take it across. He's still in the green, right? Now, if he likes this stock and he likes this dividend and he likes this sector, he might be like, man, this comes back to where I bought it, man. I'm going to double up. Or he might think, this comes back to where I bought it. I'm getting out. Same data, same charts, right? Different mindset. So, Master Key, 2 books called Master Key. You're looking for Master Key System. That's it, baby. Master Key System. So look at USA. I want to bring this to your attention. Now, I wouldn't necessarily buy today. No, I wouldn't buy today. The momentum's still to the downside. Look. Now, if the economy gets worse and worse, they could actually cut their yield. But this stock is definitely pushed down. This is a fund that owns a whole bunch of stocks. They own a bunch of dividend stocks. They own a bunch of tech stocks. And their job is to make money and return a 10% yield of payment. Some of it could be your own money back, which is fine with me. Shit, give me my own money back. Give me all my own money back and then keep giving me money. That'd be cool too. And you go, what do you mean? Well, if in 6 years they give me all my money back and I still own the fucking stock, keep giving me my money back. Goddamn. Right? So the other day, this was $8.10. Now, after all the shenanigans that have gone on in the stock market, it's $6.36. Now, I hope your plan, if you owned a closed-end fund, these are mostly retirees, people seeking income. I've got to assume your plan wasn't to move in and out of these. So my point being is you're getting an asset like this on sale. And if we just put up a thing and we said, okay, whenever the RSI is extreme, I really want to pay attention as far as being a possible buyer. The only times you've even considered buying are down on lows, right? Down on lows. Now, just as a general principle in life, I like to buy it lower. That just seems like it makes sense. If I'm buying a rental property, I need it cheaper, right? I want it lower. My recent beach condo, I paid $315. Kind of wish I could have paid $2, all being equal. But now there's one for sale, 4 floors up for me, that's $379, and another one for $412. It's going up. It means if I want to buy another one, I got to pay more. Or what? Sit it out. Well, what if tomorrow one would come way down? Should I take a shot at it? Depends on the reason. Maybe a storm hits. Whatever the reason that causes this, we need to have this plan in place up here. Like when we're doing this stuff, we already have our plan in effect. In other words, you're not changing your plan based on price reactions. If you are, there's something weak. You got something fucked up. You need to fix it at home. Maybe the best investment isn't adding to your stocks. It's building up your savings account. It's building up your emergency fund. It's eliminating debt. Maybe the best thing for you to do is just watch stocks. Just stay in tune with stocks and get that fucking debt gone. That's what you need to do. That's probably what a lot of you need to do. Let's see. It's probably what I do that all the time every day. Like my goal is to stay that way. Look at Pfizer, stage 2. Now notice something. Sometimes I have people I think I make this shit up. Look at this pattern here. Then you just draw it. Crazy, right? Now, that looks a lot like that. Right? What we don't know, and that's almost a perfect money flow in stock. What we don't know is how long do these stages, the stage 2, stage 4, or the stage 3, we don't know how long the stages last. We don't know what the next card is. We know how to play poker, but I don't know what the dealer's about to give me. I know how to play blackjack, and if you hand me an 11, I'm fucking doubling it. Especially if the dealer's got a bust card. We definitely we're playing that hand out, right? Like there are basic rules. You got to play the hand you're dealt. So as I watch this, I'm just playing the hand I'm dealt. The component parts, the pricing can change from time to time. Meaning the next stage 1 may be lower. The next breakout might be lower. That doesn't change the fact that it's a breakout. It doesn't change the fact that it's a bottom, right? Even if it's lower or higher from where you bought it. And you will approach it different. You're like, what do you mean? Well, the guy that got in down here and then rode it up, took some off, and then it rode back down, right? He's going to see this different, right? The guy that got in here than the guy that got in up here. He's going to see it different. Guy that got in up here, he's underwater here. The guy that got in down there, he's still above water looking to add to his position if he thinks it's worth $59, right? I don't want to add up here, right? It's not worth the risk. Do I want to add here? Maybe. I mean, we got pretty good support coming here. What do you think? I mean, it's a 5% dividend yield stock. What is Pfizer trading at right now? There's nobody watching Pfizer. Let's see. $58. Stage 2 breakout. 17% upside. Nobody even told me, man. Instead of people mentioning Pfizer breaking out, I had a lot of people sad, crying. Oh my God. So what do they say? They say it's fairly valued. So we got a little conflict going on. They say Pfizer is fairly valued at $49. What do they say PSA's worth? Nobody told me about this one either. Let's see. Whoa, 340 fairly valued. Morningstar's getting chinsy, man. What's up? Oh, that was up at 340 though, so it's come down. So Morningstar said 340. Now, if you've ever played the money flow bread and butter game, it's where you get a dividend stock that falls below the 200-day moving average. That's this right here. These are easy swing trades too, because you're not going to blow out. And what you're looking for is a stage 1. RSI goes extreme. We get a pivot point, which we don't have one yet. And we're waiting on the MACD to turn, which has already turned. I don't know, man. We close up into here, I might call it. And that would be a little box, right? There's our box. Where's our target? If we're short-term trading, our target's right here. These are easy trades. I mean, these are very low-risk trades because you're trading very high-dollar things. Probably don't get as many, buy 3 shares, set an order to sell one here, sell the other into an RSI, and sell the third when it rolls over. That's how I would approach that if I was going to map this out as a short-term swing trade. If I was just wanting to trade right now, I would go trade the safest shit I could trade, not the most volatile. Right? If I was going to trade right now, I'd be trading safer shit like this. Like stuff like this, Home Depot. These are easy trades, man. You put your stop right around in here. This either works or you're out. And if it works, then you have a plan set on where your targets are. First target, 342. Next target, RSI. Third target is when the 5-day crosses the 20 and you're out. And that would have you trading this. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So once you know this, once you're learning this, you really don't need other people's stocks. What you need is the fucking discipline to lay this over a bunch of stocks and follow them. But, you know, and a lot of people try to outsource this. I don't understand that. Because if you outsource it, you're missing it. You're missing the cool parts of it's like listening to the music and, hey, could you listen to this and tell me about it? You're missing the music. You're missing the dance. You're like, what do you mean? The dance. Right? So if this is PSA, look at that. It just got smashed. Well, what is another one of these? You're like, what do you mean? Let's come over here. Let's see. Oh, right here in Morningstar, they have a thing you can click competitors. Let's see how the competitors are doing. Did it come up? For some reason, it's not giving any competitor data. But we know one, right? We know Cube. Let's check Cube. Oh my, look at that. Well, let's say you own PSA. Don't buy it this time. Grab a little Cube. Don't buy Intel this time. Buy AMD. Don't buy Verizon this time. You mean there's going to be a next time? Yeah. And the next time this happens to you, you have a set, you have rules, you have a strategy, you have courage, you pick your targets, you know your stocks. Of course, you know you're in the fucking money flow. You look at them every day. You're not outsourcing it. Some people they can't flip through 50 stocks, man. It's crazy to me. You just come over here, like, so this is my portfolio, right? I hit that button. I have 4 real money portfolios, right? Come over here, and I just, oh, look. All right, biotech stock bouncing off. So I expect to see other biotechs. All right, what do we see with the oil? Totally flatlining. They're going sideways. Exxon should look the same. Look how fast we did that. Oh, stage 4 decline. What is this? Cisco. What the fuck? Below the 200, pays a nice dividend in a full-blown stage 4 decline. All right, well, we need to look into that because that's one of our buy and holds. What is Cisco worth? Maybe we need to get what is going on here, man? Come on, man. Don't shout me down when I'm doing good. $63. I bet tip ranks. 63, that's 30% upside. Something just happened. I don't want to buy it today. Why? It's day 1 of a stage 4 decline. Tried to nibble in there. And then look, it's headed down. So what do? Wait. This one's going to take a minute. So I don't need to add money to that. There you go. That took me 30 seconds to analyze. Cube looks just like PSA. Dow. Now, what do we know? We know some dividend stocks are selling off. We know oil stocks are stalling out. We know biotechs have been smashed and look like they're having an up day. That doesn't mean much right now, though. I wouldn't step in on that. What about Dow? It's just been slowly grinding higher. That's an industrial stock. We expect other industrial stock. Now look at this. This is Duke. So I've owned this like 9 years. Well, one sell-off, I bought Duke. One sell-off, I bought some Southern. One sell-off, I bought Edison. One sell-off, I bought FE. 2 years ago, we were buying the utility stock FE. I bet if we go look at it, it looks just like this one. Let's see. FE. Ooh, very similar. Very similar. It's pulled back a little more, right? What about Southern Electric? We own that one too. It hasn't pulled back as much. You see the little margins we're seeing? All right, so we've looked at Duke, FE, and Southern. They're all in the same sector, and some of them are doing better than others. What does that tell you about the stock, right? Well, if I'm wanting to add yield to my portfolio, if I can look at 4 or 5 of them, one of them has a higher yield and it's pulled back a little more, just noticing that, oh, let's add up on that one. Not only did we buy one of our stocks on sale on stage 1, but now we've added more yield, right? And we know that, look, man, utilities are doing pretty good. Shit. When did we want to buy them? Back here, man, right? So are utilities cheap right now? No. What other ones could we go to? Let's view this one. Amgen, right out of the free ebook, you don't have to die broke. One of the dogs of the Dow, right? Sold off, put in stage 1. Is it cheap here? No, we really liked it back here underneath the 200. Notice when this stock was doing bad, the market was doing good. Now the market's doing bad and this stock's doing good. Have you caught on to that yet? Have you caught on to that rotation? Have you caught on to the fact when the market's doing good, if you're buying stocks that are doing bad, now when the market's doing bad, those stocks are doing good? This is very, very important. Did you just catch this? This is super important to your life. You need to get this. The stocks that are doing good now were stocks that were doing bad. Utilities, oil, Kellogg's, Campbell's, super important. Dow falls 400 points for the 6th straight day. What does that tell us? Let's put in the Dow. I just got a text message that says Dow's down 400 points. So let's go see. The DIA. Oof, straight down. That explains Cisco, right? Down. Oof, brutal. That is brutal, man. What is happening right now? Down goes the SPY. Somebody just tweeted something. What happened? Does anybody know? Because it just literally took a nosedive. Yeah, CNBC notifications. I don't know what's happening, but goddamn, that just happened. Literally since we've been talking the last few minutes. Huh. Let's see. CMCSA. I'm sorry for yelling, guys. There are subscribers. I wasn't banging the table at you. That was YouTube. I was yelling at YouTubers. I'm not you guys. Dude, Comcast looks good here. So Comcast is in our buy and hold portfolio, pays a dividend. This is where we would want to add. It's below the 200. If we have money, this is the kind of shit we're looking at, right? CMCSA looks strong, right? Let's see. Something just happened. 34% discount. My God. Do we jump in front of this with the markets coming down? Man, doesn't want to drop. Market's trashing. So, yeah, look at WBD. Now, WBD doesn't pay a dividend, but look at it. It's trying to hold its ground. It ain't going to be able to if the wind is blowing. All stocks are coming down. Did Bitcoin turn around? I'm afraid to look. Jesus. Oh, look at that. What just happened? What just happened? Steven said he bought some, and that's what happened. Something just happened. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't know what just happened. Something just happened. I guess I'll find out when I get off of here. Keep the faith, man. Keep the faith. You're good. We're going to be all right. Here's what you do. We're coming up on Friday this weekend. If it's hurting your brain, go do something else. Go get a massage. Spoon with your significant other. Get in a hot tub. Drink a bunch of wine. Eat kale, whatever you're into. And it'll pass. Now, things that I'm looking at, very serious. USA, I want some. It's going down. Not today. I want some Haynes brand. Like, there's a bunch of these, man. Haynes brand's trying to hold up. Yeah, I like M3M. I like any dog of the Dow stock here that's a stage 1. Those are no-brainers. Yeah. So, I like any stage 1s that are below value, especially dogs of the Dow. These are the safest stocks in the world. And I'm going to echo this sentiment again. And we're going to read this and then I'll get off. If you're holding all growth stocks, this is a great time to hold off on adding to them. You got plenty of time, I believe. Start to add some of these other stocks, okay? That's how you do it. That's all I've done over the years. I just kept building out my shit over the years. Some years I was all into gold stocks, bought a bunch of them. There was times where I was having to keep myself from going all in on oil stocks. So I end up with 5 oil stocks. And then I'm all about utilities, and I end up with 5 utility stocks. The thing is, I just never sold shit. So I ended up with AT&T, Verizon, McDonald's, Pepsi, and I just keep them and buy more. Like, I just kept doing that, and I've been through the ups and downs with them. BX, crazy high, crazy low. If they're throwing off money, it makes it much easier to handle everything, man. Like if you got money coming in, it makes it easier to handle everything. That's the beauty of what dividend stocks do for you, or rental properties, or a good job, or a side hustle, or a business. That gives you a peace of mind and allows you to ride these ups and downs, man. So, hang in there. See a bigger picture. America's not ending. America, it's not ending. It's not going to end. That much gathers more on every plane of existence, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. Mind is creative, and conditions, environment, and all experiences in life are the result of our habitual or predominant mental attitude. The attitude of mind necessarily depends upon what we think. Therefore, the secret of all power, all achievement, and all possession depends upon our method of thinking. This is true because we must be before we can do, and we can do only to the extent of which we are, and what we are depends upon what we think. We cannot express powers that we do not have. The only way by which we may secure possession of power is to become conscious of power. And we can never become conscious of power until we learn that all power is from within. That was the first 5 sentences. Whew! Man. I'll let you guys go. I love you guys. I'm here. If you need help, need a shoulder to cry on, I won't yell at you. I appreciate everybody's a subscriber on Instagram. You saw as soon as I went live on my regular, I was attacked by bots. Shit's crazy. I've got some cool stuff planned for the people that are subscribers on there. Hopefully, I was trying to get that going, and then my steamroll got knocked out because they took me down. I'll be live tonight with 3 badass real estate guys. And again, I tell you, I'm there because the same reason you might be. Like, dude, seriously, these guys know way more than I do. I own 17 houses. I have a very simple strategy, okay? I'm just a blue-collar guy. I save some money. I try to buy it cheap, put money down. I go work on, there is no secret to what I do in real estate. I am working on a beginner course to get your first house. But past that, you're going to be doing it on your own. You're going to be like, well, okay, you showed me that. Now what? Do it again. That's been my big secret. Do it again. What now? Do it again. What now? Do it again. What now? Again and again. And that was it, man. That's all I kept doing. And then all of a sudden you got money. I don't know. But if you see what Mark and them do, 50, 60, 70 doors, flipping, 50 property. I've never done any of that. So for them to let me sit in with them, I'm like you, shit, I'm just listening. Hey, can I bring some friends to listen? That's what I'm trying to do. They're wanting me to do some mentor shit. Let me be mentored. I'm listening to you guys. They know more than me. I know a lot, but they know way more than me. So if you are interested in that, join us tonight. It's at 8 o'clock Eastern. If it's not your thing, don't worry about it. We got plenty to keep us busy in the stock market, man. Our health, wealth, and mindset. Let's try to work on all 3. Hey, believe in me, I'll believe in you. And hey, I need some help too, man. I need help all the time. And I'm sure you probably do too. I got some areas in my life that are that I'm struggling with as well, as I'm sure you are. And that's what Jesus said, where's 2 or more gathered, man, there's power. So I appreciate everybody in the Money Flow gang, everybody on subscription on Instagram. God bless.